Happy Homebrew Wednesday! Ryan Patrick Murphy here with Homebrew Wednesday number 34, recorded June 17th, 2014. Available June 18th, 2014. How you doing, folks? Well, we have a nice warm and humid day here in Iowa, which we had some nasty weather last night, and I just wanted to give a couple shout outs to my fellow Iowans, Iowa Carver and Brett's Brewery. How you guys doing over there? Did you guys get a lot of the bad weather? Hope everything's alright for you guys. The storms missed us, but it did hit a few folks. So I do hope that anyone else who is happening to watch this, who did get hit by the storms, is doing alright. Anyway, got a little Mexican cerveza. I really love this beer. I have to do it. It's just a Cooper's kit. I don't do this. I mean, lately I've done a few more than I normally would. This is probably the second or third Cooper's kit I've done. I think it's the third one. I'm definitely gonna do it again. I really do like this. You can see I have a lime in there. I know I've talked about this before, but it's really that good, guys. Yes, a pre-hopped kit can be good. All right. It's definitely easy, and it's not nearly as fun as any other kits that you might do, but it is definitely tasty. Coopers knew what they were doing with this one. Anywho, I just want to complain a little bit about partial mashes, mini mashes. I have my recipe here for my pale ale, Ryan's Pale Ale. I think it would classify as an American Pale Ale. I'm not quite sure. Let me tell you a little bit about it. And of course, this is posted on the Power Hour Brew Crew website. And then once I tell you what everything about it here, I'll start my complaints. And this is not a complaint that partial mashes are bad or anything. This is bad luck I'm having. Excuse me. Anywho, so start off with the grains. I tried to make this a fairly simple recipe. Not a ton of different ingredients, but as far as grains go, just something simple to kind of get my feet off the ground and trying to come up with my own recipes. Sorry about that. You drink good beer, you're going to burp. Anyway, so for starters, we have 4 pounds of pale malt 2-row. All right. 1 pound of Crystal 60. And now that's it for grains. And then I have 3.3 pounds of LME Golden Light Breeze. So this is just the plastic canisters that Breeze makes. Just one of those. 1 ounce of Chinook hops, boil for 60 minutes. 1 ounce of Cascade, boil for 30 minutes. 1 ounce of Audenum, boil for 10 minutes. And 1 package, and I used White Labs WLP 060, which is their American Ale yeast blend. So that's a yeast blend. It has multiple yeasts in it, from what I understand. I probably wasted a good amount of money on this recipe with that one, but it seemed to do the job. I was really just going for an American Ale yeast. I wasn't really going for the blend, but it was probably okay. The estimated original gravity, this is from Beersmith, was 1051. For some reason, these recipes that I'm coming up with when I do them, I always run them through this guy, through Beersmith first. But I keep coming out at 1036. I shake the carboy. I usually start when I pour the grains in about 164 degrees, and I let it sit for an hour, and I wrap it up in a blanket so it doesn't go. It might get close to 150 by the time by the time the hour's up, but I just don't seem to be getting any fermentables from my grains, and I don't know why. There's 4 pounds of 2-row in here. In my Maris Otter, I had the same exact thing, and it came down the exact same reading, about 1036. Because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. At one point I thought, oh, maybe it's just because I'm just not getting it mixed up enough. But the Maris Otter came out okay, I thought. It didn't seem water or anything. it didn't get mixed up enough, but, as it ferments, the stuff will kind of mix up itself, and it'll be fine. I bottled the APA last night. I pigged the whole thing, and I kind of did waste a pig because I didn't quite fill the second one. Maybe got half, so that's always annoying. So I'm really annoyed with this recipe. Took a taste, what was left in the bucket after I got into the pigs, and had a good hop flavor to it. Cascade hops and Chinook and all great hops. But it seemed watery, almost. There wasn't a lot of body to it, and that makes me nervous. So, what did I mash in at? I mashed in with 6.25 quarts of water at 163 degrees, so probably 164. And let that sit for an hour. And then I did sparge it with about 1.5 gallons of water at 168 degrees. So, I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. I really want to do partial mashes, but I just can't get them done right, and it's really annoying. This should be an excellent recipe, and not just because I came up with it. I mean, it's very basic. I mean, anyone could come up with this, and there probably is somebody who's already come up with this and done it right, but I just don't understand what I'm doing wrong, and it's getting really frustrating. The first partial mash I ever did was a speckled heifer from Northern Brewer, and I got it right on. I thought I just got it perfect. Everything seemed to come out great. It was a great beer, but these partial mashes I'm coming up with on my own just are not that great. It's really disappointing, and I don't know. I don't want to have to get stuck sticking with extract, and if I can't figure out partial mash, how can I ever expect to do all great? And it's getting really, I don't know. It's just not working for me. I don't know. So I'm hoping, that's why I'm reaching out to you folks, the YouTubers, the Brew tubers, my friends, my beer aficionado buddies. If you have any suggestions on what I might be doing wrong, let me know. I have made sure I always test, or when I have tested and I've had this problem, I've tested the gravity with my refractometer as well as a hydrometer, and I get the same result. So if you can offer any help, it would be greatly appreciated. Anywho, enough of that. I'm a little parched. Oh, it is so good. Especially if you squeeze that lime in there. I wouldn't want to drink this by itself. It has to have the lime. But that's really, for most styles, this kind of beer. I mean, it's good by itself. It's good body and all that. But, so last week we had my good buddy Ev on. That was a great episode. I will work on the audio next time. Ev was pretty loud. I was really quiet. I really could have probably turned him down. I wasn't paying attention to the meters and XSplit. So I'll be sure to do that next time. And, and it's not his fault. It really is not. Because when we were doing that, it was late. I had probably had a few beers because it was 3 a.m. here. Which, for in Australia, I think it was like 2 in the afternoon or something. 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Well, it's good about there. May 5. I don't know. He could tell you better than I could, but I wasn't paying attention to things. He sounded right to me because I just adjusted the volume and had no idea how I sounded. So I do apologize for that. Next time I do that, I'll be more careful. I was hoping to get Brett's Brewery on this evening, or for this week, but I kind of forgot to get touch base with him on Friday. So I'll have to work on that. And of course, any of my Iowa pals, I would love to have you guys on, or any of the Brew tubers. We could make it a joint video. We could both post the same video that week or something if you wanted to. I can record it. I don't care. Yeah. So it's a really good time, and I think, and I have definitely been able to tell that when I do Homebrew Wednesday videos, that when I have somebody else here, I think my video is a lot better. you get to meet somebody new. We get to talk about, you get differing opinions on, home brewing, what kind of things go on. Corey's definitely coming back, and I know he will. He just got a new job, so he's stuck in the air for at least a little bit. I'm getting him back on. At some point, I hope to get the home studio upgraded. I think I need a couple more. I really need a camera that points right at that chair for my guests, and I want to get a mic stand, a microphone, a little soundboard, and a real microphone on my desk. Right now, I just have my Snowball, which the Snowball's a great mic if you just need to record yourself. It really is a good microphone if you just need something. It's a USB, and that's why if I went with the other setup, I'd have to get a real microphone with like an XLR connection or something to go on a soundboard. I really do want a soundboard because they're really cool. It doesn't have to be a big one, just a little guy thing. They sell them. So if any of my Iowa pals want to hop on me next week, you just let me know. We can make it happen. I'm not begging folks for guests. I'm just saying if you want to do it, love to have you on. But I guess, I don't know why I keep saying just the Iowa folks. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm trying to make it so we don't seem as boring. I don't know. Anywho. But anyway, any of the BrewTuber community wants to hop on, we can do it. And I wouldn't have a problem sharing the video if you wanted it on your channel too. It's all about exposure. We got to help each other out. If CraigTube comment on here and said, "I would love to be on your show," I would record that minute. I would be back on there and be like, "Bam, yes sir." That guy, he's good. I watched a few of his videos tonight, actually. But anyway, that's all I got for you this week, folks. Have a happy Homebrew Wednesday. And like I said, I don't know what did I say? I don't know. Have a happy Homebrew Wednesday. And drink some great beer, because that's why we do this, right? Try out new beers, drink great beers. I really need a good catchphrase, and I can't come up with one because everyone else's keeps popping into my head. So anywho, cheers, and 17.